change stuff over the course of a couple of years. They are finally ready. Okay, we can get away from the screen. My bald head won't be reflecting so brightly anymore because the game is live. I'm so 100% cursing it right now. We're going to have another pause momentarily. I can just smell it.
I'm already wondering if, like, do Dutch people follow Dota2? Like, in Portuguese, we had something like 17K people watching in Portuguese.
Oh, no. We don't have that many Dutch people.
That's more than our population.
We got a total of 16 or 17 million people in the Netherlands. And we have a small group, I guess, of fans, but not really. No. I guess, like, Rio probably has more people living in it than my entire country does.
Yeah, it's like São Paulo. São Paulo, your country.
Just 30 seconds.
Okay, some rewards.
Let the countdown.
Oh no, Rio has 6.8 million. Our biggest city is Amsterdam, and I think they still don't have 1 million people living in the country, so...
São Paulo has something like 20.
Wow. That's pretty big. I know that the biggest one is Tokyo. They have like 26 million or something.
Radiant versus
which is ridiculous.
It's fun. They are like saying all chat, like good luck, horrible, and then go açaí. Açaí is like a Brazilian. It's a Brazilian fruit, but it's a kind of dessert because you serve it cold. And probably like Parker, he was in Brazil. Now he's not anymore, so they're just talking about it.
Okay. I mean, I have had like drinks with acai in it before. I've seen it. It's not really that tasty, if I'm completely honest. Though Frank is looking to drop in the top lane. Went for the Wild Axes level 1. LTH does get him out of there with the rebound, but that is a painful start of the lane for Frank at the very least. Affliction can, for the most part, just bully him out.
Mid just trading farm. I guess top is the lane to have a look. Bottom there might be... Nah, nothing's gonna happen bottom because TB is gonna cut the wave. So yeah, just watch top. That's the one.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Courier snipe coming in. Affliction losing his courier. And LTH will just be sneaking behind. Will try to pull the creep wave as well. Does not drag the melee creep, but yeah, both sides are just gonna play the boring game of trying to farm. Affliction though, a lot of damage onto Frank. Is he gonna dive? He is actually gonna dive. In comes Parker as well with the beam. And Frank is kiting them in. They're diving deep. Level 2 they are. And Parker is looking to be first blooded. Is he gonna die? No, LTH is not level 2 just yet. Healing salve use. Parker dropping very low, but there's a chase. Frank's got another Wild Axes coming into play. That is just... That is so greedy. It's actually insane.
Yeah, I mentioned like if they play properly the lane, he should not lose the lane, but then... Oh, Affliction! Then they just throw away all the advantage they had. Now they don't have salves, they don't have a courier on Affliction. Affliction needs to die, but it's first blood. That's the issue. He really needs to die. So he can bring the regen.
Oh, they just killed Frank beforehand, but the lane looked so good with the amount of damage they dealt to Frank, and yeah, as you mentioned, they kind of screwed up their own lane there by trying to dive for first blood. That is some neat aggression.
Affliction. He was going base and then he gave up on the idea.
Going back in, Parker needs to be careful. LTH has dispose.
Is under attack.
Speaking of which, is he going to go for a kill? Affliction dropping pretty low. Parker as well. He's going to get tossed to the side. Does have magic wand charges. Affliction has kind of nothing. Like, he's the wind lace. That's about it. LTH is very scary right now. Luckily enough, Frank is too far away to get a good dispose of, but you have to be very careful right now because That right there is going to happen, and that is first blood being secured so that he can get the regen bot out. He already buys himself healing salve and some tangos, and he's going to get himself the running towards the lane to give Parker every regen he requires.
But it's a lane they should be winning. He's like paying the price of that dive now because he was low HP, low mana since that, and Luna also. They had like 2 full HP heroes against a hero with 100 HP. And they just gave away all advantage. And they just place a ward in front of the enemy team? Okay.
Maybe they didn't realize. Just hope that they weren't paying attention. Random movements coming in. Mid, the ward got counter-warded by KXY. But it is going to be the water rune defended. Alone even gets a little bit of mana here from the Affliction Coddle. It's only level 1 chakra magic, so it gives you 80 mana.
Alive.
Luckily enough, there is no Coddle with level 2 Illuminate Blast to hammer away. But yeah, Oscar has a pretty good lane here. Even though Berna has had pretty solid farm to boot. The Dawnbreaker can definitely destroy a TB.
Yeah, that's the thing that I mentioned in the draft. Dawnbreaker is gonna have an amazing lane for sure. Then on the mid lane, they get to see the matchup. They have an amazing lane also. The only thing was top. That they went full YOLO. And they kind of losing a lane. They should be at least even and might win.
Going in, Affliction gets tossed to the side. Frank has enough mana for the Wild Axes. Affliction dies again. Parker's looking for the kill. Does have his own magic wand. Could go for Lucent Beam. Went for Lucent Beam at level 2. A little bit of Ras onto Frank. Still, Parker needs to be careful though. Frank still hits like a truck because he's got some Wild Axes stacks on Parker. He's waiting for enough mana. Can he get a good Wild Axes? Parker knows the timing and he's going to fall back. But again, that's going to cost Affliction a healing salve. He is literally only there to die and bring regen to Parker.
Yeah, but it's a very underwhelming salve, right? You're still sitting with 300 HP on Parker. Man, this lane, they played really, really bad.
Well, they started it very nicely, but now it's Beastmaster level 5. Is he going to go for Wild Axes level 3 or going to go for the Call of Duty? He's going Wild Axes level 3. He's going to bring in that big damage. Currently, LTH TP'd mid to recharge the bottom. That puts Frank in a very rough spot. Here, Zeus ulti gets used. He tries to turn it around onto Parker. Well, might have actually been able to kill off Parker if he got those Wild Axes off.
Yeah, and it feels good for Alone because he's wasting his mana whilst he's reaching the base. So he's gonna get everything regened up and able to save Michael maybe? Nope.
KXY coming in for Parker as well. Ghost Ship is not going to connect. The Lucid Beam right there made him mistime the combo, and that's pretty painful. And yeah, as you said, Michel dying in the meantime towards mid, which is not too shabby here for SG Esports.
But KXY, he got 150 Dota plus points with all the tips. You need to look on the bright side of the play.
You know, easy Dota plus points. You can buy wins with that. Don't quote me on that.
He can kill Frank here because has the stick.
Oh, but in comes LTH. Jumping forward. They will get the kill onto Frank. Twitch coming out. There's your favorite Vengeful Spirit going in. Parker dropping low. Can they get the kill? Yes, they do. They're turning their attention towards Affliction. Twitch does have a magic missile. Are they going to dive in? No, they're not. Affliction is a little bit too... Actually, they don't know if there are any TPs coming through. Zeus is also very scary at this stage in the game.
Man, Luna finally died after that dive, and he finally is gonna have like full HP online. I feel it would be actually good that he died before, so he could stay in lane and be a strong laner. Now he wants to go jungle? With only 1 point of Moonglaze. Weird decision. Because he's really strong in lane. He just wasn't because he gave away all his HP and Clockwork was trying to heal him up with the salves.
I think it's too close for the Beastmaster level 6. With Primal Roar, you'll be, and the Marcy on your side, you'll probably get a kill every single time. Marcy also went for level 3 sidekick mid lane. Ghost Ship comes out. There's going to be the heal in return. That's problematic. KXY needs help. There's too much damage. Nice Torrent coming out, running away. LTH jumping into the fray. LTH, as KXY does get himself the disengage going. They will find LTH, and KXY dies as well. Alone still is a Zeus. So Thunder God's Wrath does come in pretty clutch, and Ouija's going to be the third one to falter. With a good rotation coming in, Parker gets a little bit of extra cash included, and he's just going to go for the Mask of Madness farming build.
Yeah, and Beastmaster, he didn't take the top tower. He's trying to amplify his farm. I think he should have used this opportunity, because if Infamous, if they're clever enough, they can send the Coddle there and win some time. Really well played by Alone, because he held into the Affliction.
Affliction just placed a ward while a range creep was attacking him. So
that's the issue.
Yeah,
the issue with the deep wards they place. Some of them.
It's a very deep ward. It's a very interesting position to have a ward as well, considering the tier 1 is still standing top, and you're 9 minutes in.
Yeah, but those are good. Those, they get the enemy team really off guard. As I mentioned on the Michael ward, that was placed by Axel on the last game on tier 3. I was saying that it was actually really well played by Alone. Meanwhile, KXY, he kills Michael because he held into the ultimate because of the run buff on KXY. If he had ultimate before, KXY would be alive. So it was very clever.
Radiant's bottom tower is in danger.
Well, looking for more. LTH still trying to hunt for kills. Affliction with the block. Won't be caught up just yet. Oscar stealing, LTH stealing away the creep from Oscar. And now Oscar does the exact same to KXY. Just very nasty steal shenanigans. KXY to pick up the double damage rune. And they're quickly going to disengage because Alone does get the filthy slow going in. KXY dropping low. Doesn't have Ghost Ship available. The stun comes out. But the zaps are there. Burna with the Metamorphosis on the high ground. They just need to disengage. It's too much magic damage. Meta won't keep you alive. And Alone is chasing for more. He's chasing for blood here. Gotta be careful. You can really see how weak the TB is. That is with a usage of the magic cooldown coming out. LTH dropping low. And Alone just bursting away. Zeus mid so powerful at this stage in the game.
Yeah, it would be fun if Alone used the combo on TB and solo kill him, because he doesn't know if TB has Thunder, right? But considering it's Berna, you can expect him to...
Floor, Alone, dropping low, Centaur Stomp as well. Oh, that's very well done. Good moves from Frank on the Beastmaster, dropping low in return. The swap actually making sure that Frank does not get blown up. X-Mark, Ghost Ship coming in for Oscar. Frank still alive, but he will eventually die to Oscar's dot. Charging forward is LTH with the tossback, does have his ulti available as well. The hookshot comes in, doesn't really deny anything. Michel on the run, but he's going to get whipped up by KXY, and a huge teamfight victory comes into play for SG Esports.
Infamous, they overextend. I don't even know if overextend is the right word, because Dawnbreaker tried to save his teammate, but he was really late to it. Oh, what? Yeah.
He just gets soloed by Parker. Okay, Eclipse dead.
Yeah,
Neat.
so Parker probably knew that he had no Thunder after the team fight. It's like, oh, if he had, he would have. And he went for the smart play. But I feel like Oscar, he was really late with the Solar Guardian, so he shouldn't have used, because that became kind of the chain fit. But still, even with the 4 kills on SG side, the game looks rough for them.
The TV bottom of the core is actually significantly lower than Parker in terms of net worth, almost 2k behind the Luna. And Luna did not have a great lane, but he started jungling a little bit early. Nonetheless, he does farm significantly faster at this stage in the game, and Burna really needs to catch up, but that means his team needs to create space for him where Parker doesn't randomly eclipse him out of the map.
And this made Parker level 12, whilst Burna is level 9. That's what you want on a Luna TB matchup. It's a really hard matchup for Luna, but if you're just keeping ahead, then you're probably getting the win. And he's very ahead. I would say if he was 1.5 level ahead, that would be great. He's 3. And he's still getting to farm the stacks.
Yeah, TB always a hero that struggles with experience. I've even seen some Midas TB attempts. It fails miserably. It does nothing but die. But I've seen them.
Yeah, because if at some point TB has the same net worth as Luna, it means that in like 3 minutes, TB is gonna be 2-3k ahead with one more item. Not 3k because you don't farm that fast, but still, you're gonna be way ahead. So that's what Parker needs to do.
You just need to get ahead. Yeah, every safe laner ever.
Just win. You know, just
Yeah,
kill,
just
just
win
don't die.
forehead. Easy.
High level analysis. Just win, please. And then you don't lose.
Stop feed. Go, go. I mean, Parker does
Yeah.
exactly that this game, though. You know, he listened to us last game. Stop feed.
On the other hand, he didn't go for the Dragonlance, so he won't have this disassemble into BKB so fast. But the thing is, it's not a game that he really needs the BKB to play the team fight.
He needs that butterfly at a decent time. Oh, Weege gonna get caught. There's gonna be the eel bomb in as well. Meatshell dropping low. Hookshot from Affliction not gonna connect. Oscar gets hit by the ghost ship, but do they even have the damage to kill him off? He's very tanky. Gets X-Mark back. They do not... Well, Burna is in the fight, but he doesn't really do much, while Alone is just bursting away at his opponents. It is almost 15 minutes, so he could get the shard soon enough. Oscar's going to get controlled. Nice torrent placement from KXY. Metamorphs is used by Burna. He really wants more than one kill gifted
Parker?
to KXY, though. Oh, LTH will get caught. He's looking for KXY to boot. And yeah, Parker, he's got the Manta style Mask of Madness done. He's looking scary, but there's the swap coming into play. Parker in trouble right now. Torrent holds him down. Frank doesn't really have a roar available, and KXY actually they're turning this around in favor of Infamous. Buyback comes out from LTH to try and rejoin the fray. Affliction should die alone in the trees. Will be hunted. Actually, they're going to go for Meatshell. There's Burna as well with the reflection. Very good against Parker, who's going to be forced back while Alone is bursting away. His mana is dropping low. With Burna in the fray, they are a little bit too scared to continue forward on the side of Infamous. And they do in the end only get the 2 supports though.
Yeah, it was the first BKB usage from Kanka, so honestly, I think it's fine for Infamous. Because Luna started getting the kill into Marcy that became a buyback. And it shows the lack of damage that I mentioned. Like Parker, he was fine till the TB came in. And then he just kited the TB. That is how easy it was for him to play this team fight.
Yeah, Parker just popping his head in every once in a while, doing some damage, walking away, continuing his farm, going for the Mask of Madness into the Butterfly, the Scotty into the Butterfly, and once he's got those, he even gets a bottle filled from Alone with the double damage. So Roshan is a very big capability here. They're going to go on Burna. He does have Sunder, no meta though. Nice swap from Weege to keep his teammate alive. He will die immediately afterwards, but at least Burna does not get taken down. But this could just be Roche.
Yeah, this is Roche.
They're going in, double damage Parker. You've also got the Dawnbreaker healing with the Luminosity on top. It dies pretty quickly, and they don't have any way of getting there in time.
Yeah, maybe Frank get the bot tower in exchange at least. I guess they know, they're just like shoving ways. They're doing the right thing as a team here.
It is getting a bit out of hand though.
Parker
is huge.
He might die twice. Oh, Zuzu.
Parker still does not care. Su's ulti scouts out that there are a couple of them in their jungle. And he's like, I could also just continue farming some creeps though.
Nah, but this Zuzu really saved him. Because the NSG is like, oh, they have info. No way he's gonna be here alone.
But of course it's Parker, so of course he's gonna be there alone. Affliction walking up. Roar. Not really necessary there, considering you had LTH on top of him. I think he's getting a little bit too free roam with that Primal Roar.
They want to bait on Parker.
Does have Eclipse. He is very scary inside the jungle right now. He's almost level 18 as well.
And it's really good that he got the early Roche, because the shard is gonna be amazing for him on the second Roche. And you really don't want to buy shard if you're carry. You don't want to buy anything, right? You just want giving you everything.
BKB? No. We don't do that here. Oh, Affliction is going to get jumped in mid, but they lose the tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. That should be the outpost in their favor as well. Affliction is going to be just fine because Oscar uses his ulti. LTH is actually the one in trouble right now. Does have the toss, which he's going to try and use to get out of dodge. Should not be able to get away because the hookshot, of course, from Affliction was still alive and kicking. They will chase for more. Michel running forward. Alone gets the slow on to Weege, who does have a swap, but he's just going to get blasted. And they really need a pipe on this SG side. The Beastmaster probably needs to build one because it is getting out of hand with the amount of magic damage that both Michel and Alone are pumping out. Even Oscar.
Yeah, I don't know if we go pipe or just go for the raid pack because it's broken.
Oh yeah.
Definitely they need some sort of damage reduction. The thing is, I'm sorry, I always talk about draft because draft makes so much difference in the game. It shows again how they lack damage. They went with Kanka ultimate plus Marcy ultimate, so position 2 and position 4, and they couldn't burst a clockwork position 5. They don't have damage to kill Infamous heroes unless Infamous do some really crazy overextend or Kodo frontlining type of stuff that they've been doing.
Well, you know, it could be possible. Zeus ulti gets used. They spot out that they're very, very close. Weege gets bursted out incredibly fast. Didn't even have the shot just yet. Hook shot on the side. Affliction going for the TP out. Will not be able to TP away, but Park comes in with the Eclipse Roar. Holds him at bay at the very least. LTH will get... Will he get taken down? Yes, he will. Oh, blinding light from the Coddle up the high ground. That is a total of how much damage? 100 damage,
100.
and it's enough to finish him off.
And all heroes have 25 magic resist, so 75.
Yeah, that's sadness right there. Does he have any spell amp by any chance? No.
That's why you go raindrop, bro. Especially against Zeus, Kodo. And especially if you're like rushing dagger, you really need those raindrops to get some extra team fight time.
Parker, though, he's done with the Scotty in the meantime while all of that was going on. He finished up his entire Scotty. Berna is going for the BKB. He's got Yasha, Dragonlance, and he's going for BKB. He does have enough for the BKB, though. However, right now, Parker just also does a lot of damage. 2.7k HP on the Luna. Once he gets that butterfly, there's no chance this TV is going to kill him.
Yeah, I don't think he dies anymore on this game.
Parker is a pretty big beast. Oh, XY, trying to be annoying. Parker does not, of course, have a BKB yet, so that's one avenue that is advantageous if they can lock him down. Affliction on the side, they're going to throw the ghost ship on him. Parker comes walking forward. Weege trying to swap Berna to stay alive himself and dies to the glaives from Parker. Buyback comes out into play. Parker in the middle of the fray still has the Aegis for 15 seconds, so he just pretty much wants to die. KXY BKB on cooldown. Hookshot not going to connect. And Alone is going to be X marked up, but they don't have the Ghost Ship. Torrent is even not going to connect while Frank drops quickly to Oscar chasing him down. Zeus ulti being used. Berna looking for a stun to target. Does get it off onto Alone. Does have the meta available as well, but he is, well, alone. The entirety of Infamous is still alive, and Berna, he's just chilling. At least he's got his Metamorphosis available.
Yeah, something canceled Parker's Aegis region, at least. But he's just gonna hit creeps with the Madness and soon be 2 HP again. Also with a Kodo, if he doesn't jump away from it.
Yeah, and Luna is a very nice hero to have knocking on your high ground, especially once the tier 3 tower drops. It's always fun to see your base just vanish before your eyes. Gotta love those glaze bounces. Yeah, it's just so hard to come back into this game. It's nigh impossible.
Yeah. Infamous, they need to do many mistakes. They need like pick-offs on Parker, Alone on the other side of the map. But then you have Alone, talking about him, with the global damage. You have Dollbreaker, which is able to just press R and join the Luna, help him.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
I don't see a way out for SG. I didn't see from the draft, to be honest, but yeah. I don't know. I want to see what they can pull up.
They just kind of need to catch Infamous off guard. Preferably kill Alone at the start of the fight. But Alone is playing so far back, it's very rough. KXY is going to get pushed back. Forced spot the BKB. Immediately he just swaps in. Dead. That is just so sad. Well, that is pretty much what the Venge does at this stage in the game.
It's sad for him. Happy for us that we keep thinking that Venge is the same hero it was. Bad hero.
I believe in the Venge. Just not this game. Unfortunately for him. They're going to go in. Eclipse comes up on top. There is no BKB on KXY. Luckily, the Eclipse came in just in time. But Parker, he's just hammering away. Look at the damage he's taking. It's barely anything from Verna. Satanic is going to keep him up for a little bit longer. The roar comes out, but it's a second too late. And Parker, unstoppable, double kill secure. They're going to go in for more LTH, trying to at least get the kill on Parker. If he can secure it, they don't fortify. If they fortified, they might have killed Parker. But, you know, it doesn't really matter that much because they are getting absolutely crushed by the Parker piece. And, of course, not to forget, Alone has done a ridiculous amount of damage this game on that Zeus.
Yeah, he did. 2.8k this team fight, Luna 1.4. Yeah. Honestly, Parker just died one time because they dove a tier 1 tower with 1.5 minutes of game. Otherwise, he would have the perfect game. It was almost the perfect game. It happened.